Hey everyone. So today we're talking about something small but powerful, may and might.
Oh, yes, those two little words that make everything sound uncertain.
Exactly. They're all about possibility, right?
Yeah, they're used when we're not 100% sure about something,
Like when I wake up and say, I may go to the gym today.
which sometimes means you probably won't.
Hey, that's not always true.
Okay, but that's the thing. May shows possibility, not a plan, just a possibility.
Right. And might is very similar, isn't it?
Yes, very similar. In many situations, may and might mean almost the same thing.
Hmm. So if I say, I may watch a movie tonight and I might watch a movie tonight, is there a big difference?
Not really. Both mean it's possible, but not certain.
Oh, okay. So they're soft words.
Exactly. They soften statements. They make things less direct.
I like that. English can be very polite with these words.
Yes, for example, it may rain later.
Or, it might rain later.
Both mean you're not sure.
Albert, do you use may or might more in daily life?
Hmm, I think I use might more in casual conversation. May sometimes sounds a little more formal.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, like in emails, I might write, I may not be available tomorrow.
That sounds polite and professional.
Exactly.
But with friends, I'd probably say, I might not go out tonight.
Yes, that sounds very natural.
So both are correct, but might feels more relaxed?
Usually, yes.
Albert, what about permission? I remember in school they taught us, may I go to the bathroom?
Oh, yes, that's classic.
We never said, can I go? Because the teacher would correct us.
Exactly. May I is used for permission in formal English.
So may can show possibility and permission?
Yes, that's very important. May has two main uses, possibility and permission.
That's interesting.
But in modern daily conversation, people often use can instead of may for permission.
True. No one really says, may I borrow your pen anymore?
Maybe in very formal situations.
Albert, let's talk about life. When you think about the future, do you use may or might in your thoughts?
Oh, good question. I think I use them a lot. Like, I might travel next year, or I may change jobs someday.
That's so true. We use them when we talk about uncertain futures.
Exactly. They express hope, doubt, or possibility.
Sometimes I say, I might move to another city, but honestly, I'm not sure at all.
And that's perfect use of might. It shows the idea is possible but not planned.
Hmm, I like how these words make space for uncertainty.
Yeah, life isn't certain, so may and might are very realistic words.
Wow, that's deep.
It's true, though.
Albert, is there a difference in probability? Like, is might less probable than may?
Some teachers say might sounds slightly less certain than may, but in real life, the difference is very small.
So I don't need to stress about choosing the perfect one?
No, not really. In most daily conversations, they're interchangeable.
That's such a relief.
Yes, English learners relax.
Let's try some real examples. If I say, she may be tired, what does that mean?
It means you think it's possible she's tired, but you're not sure.
And she might be tired?
Same meaning, just uncertainty.
Okay, I like that. What about past situations? Like, he may have forgotten.
Oh, yes, that's important. When we say may have or might have, we're talking about possibility in the past.
So, he might have forgotten means maybe he forgot, but we don't know?
Exactly.
Wow, that's very useful for daily life.
It really is, especially when you don't want to accuse someone directly.
Oh, that's true. Instead of saying, you forgot, you say, you might have forgotten.
Yes, it sounds softer and less aggressive.
English is so diplomatic sometimes.
Very diplomatic.
Albert, do you think we might be overthinking this topic?
We may be.
Or we might just love grammar too much.
That might be true.
But honestly, these small words change the tone of everything.
They really do.
If someone says, I will go, that's strong and certain.
Yes,
But if they say, I might go, it's flexible.
exactly. It leaves the door open.
I like that idea. Leaving the door open.
Me too. It makes conversations more natural.
And life more realistic.
Because in life, we're rarely 100% sure about anything.
That's so true. You know, something that used to confuse me a lot was using may and might in negative sentences. I wasn't sure where to put not.
Oh, yes. That's very common. A lot of learners think too much about it.
Exactly. I remember thinking, is it may not go or don't may go?
Oh no, never don't may. Modal verbs don't need do or does.
Right. That's such an important mistake to avoid. We say, I may not go or I might not go.
Exactly. Modal verbs like may and might go directly before the base verb. No to, no s, no extra verbs.
Yeah, that was another mistake I made. I used to say, she might goes.
That sounds painful.
I know, but it's normal, right?
Totally normal. But yes, after may or might, the verb stays in base form. So, she might go, not goes.
That's such a simple rule, but easy to forget.
Very easy, especially when you're speaking fast.
Albert, what about questions? Can we ask questions with may and might?
Good question. Yes, we can. For example, may I ask you something?
Oh, that sounds polite.
Yes, very polite and formal.
But we don't usually say, might I ask you something, right?
You can, but it sounds very formal, almost dramatic.
Like in a movie from the 1800s.
Exactly.
So, in daily conversation, we mostly use may for polite permission and might more for possibility.
Yes, that's a good general rule.
What about this sentence? It may not be true versus it might not be true. Is there a difference in feeling?
Very small difference. Some people say might feels slightly less certain, like a smaller possibility. But honestly, in daily speech, they're almost the same.
That makes me feel better. Sometimes I stress too much choosing between them.
Don't worry too much. Communication is more important than tiny differences.
That's comforting. Another mistake I've heard is people saying, maybe I might go.
Ah, yes, that's double possibility.
Double uncertainty.
Exactly. Maybe already shows possibility. So if you say, maybe I might go, it sounds repetitive.
So better to say either maybe I'll go or I might go.
Yes, perfect.
English really likes to avoid unnecessary repetition.
It does.
Albert, let's talk about past possibilities again. I feel like might have is very useful in real life.
Oh, absolutely. For example, if someone doesn't answer your message, you might say, she might have forgotten.
Yes, instead of assuming something negative.
Exactly. It's softer and kinder.
So, might have plus past participle talks about something possible in the past.
Correct. Like, he may have missed the bus, or they might have taken the wrong train.
That's so useful.
It is, especially when you don't have all the information.
Life is full of situations like that.
Yes, we're always guessing.
Albert, do you ever use may or might when giving advice?
Yes. For example, you might want to check that email again.
Oh, that's polite advice.
Exactly. It sounds softer than check that email again.
So, modal verbs help us sound more gentle.
Yes, more indirect.
That's very important in English culture, I think.
Definitely. Being indirect is often considered polite.
I remember once I said, "You are wrong." Very direct.
Oh, no.
I learned later I could say, "You might be mistaken."
Yes, that sounds much softer.
English diplomacy again.
Always.
Do you think learners overuse maybe instead of might?
Yes, I think so. Maybe is easy and short, so people use it a lot.
But might sounds more natural inside sentences.
Exactly. Instead of saying, maybe tomorrow I go, you say, I might go tomorrow.
Oh, yes, and that also fixes the grammar.
Yes, because with modal verbs, we don't change the verb.
No to, no s, no ed.
Exactly, just base form.
I love how small words like may and might can completely change the meaning of a sentence.
They really do.
From certainty to possibility.
From strong to flexible.
From direct to polite.
Wow, that's powerful for such tiny words.
It really is.
And honestly, once you start noticing them in movies and conversations, you realize people use them all the time.
Yes, after learning them, you hear them everywhere.
That's when you know you're improving.
Hmm, we might be getting better at explaining grammar naturally.
We may be.
Maybe we are. And honestly, that's what we love about these conversations. We talk about real life, and grammar just becomes part of it naturally.
Exactly. May and might aren't just grammar rules, they're tools for sounding polite, flexible, and realistic in English.
And remember, you don't have to be perfect. You might make mistakes, and that's completely okay.
Yes, you may feel confused sometimes, but that's part of learning.
If you enjoyed this episode and want to keep improving your English in a calm, natural way,
Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next conversation.
we might see you very soon.
And we definitely hope you'll join us again. Don't forget subscribe.